My beloved, you felt it, the trembling beneath your feet, the silent shift in the atmosphere. The ground you once trusted no longer feels firm. You tried to hold on, to steady yourself with what once brought comfort. But even that has begun to slip away. Fear crept in uninvited. Doubts whispered, "Have you missed me?" But I've seen your hidden battles, your quiet prayers, your weariness. And now I speak to your deepest places. Do not fear, not the shaking, not the unknown, not the unraveling. I'm in the midst of it all, making all things new. You were never meant to build your life on fragile foundations. I'm removing what cannot remain, not to punish, but to protect. I'm answering your cries for more, not through comfort, but through transformation. I'm breaking generational chains, lifting off shame, and clothing you in freedom. You're standing at the edge of something new, something original. It won't look like what you've seen before. It will cost you, yes, your need for control, comfort, and understanding. But what you gain will be far greater. A new mind, a new heart, a new name in the spirit. I've been reconstructing you from the inside out. That's why you felt pressure, rejection, even abandonment. I've been preparing you for the destiny I've ordained. The enemy has tried to convince you that you're losing everything, but you're being positioned for more than you ever imagined. I'm not a God of partial restoration. I make all things new. You are not forgotten, not forsaken, not disqualified. You are chosen, anointed, appointed. Your failures haven't canceled my promises. My word over you is final. My call is irrevocable. So lift your head, shake off the shame. You weren't created to live bowed by regret. You were made to stand in the light of redemption. I am breathing life into what felt beyond hope. I'm redeeming what was lost, stolen, and delayed. The barren places will bloom. Yes, newness comes with pain. It stretches and tears. But none of it is wasted. Every tear, every silent yes, every moment in the dark has prepared you for this. You've learned to trust me. You've been trained in hidden places for victories that others will soon witness. This isn't about making your name great. It's about glorifying mine through your story, the one the enemy tried to silence. But I'm rewriting it with my hand. The ending will be greater than the beginning. The breakthrough will be sweeter because of the battle. Beloved, you're not too late. What I prepared is reserved for you. No one can take your place. Your obedience has moved heaven. Your faith has shifted things unseen. I've seen every hidden victory and celebrated them. I'm not ashamed of your process. I'm proud of your journey. Every stumble mattered. Every tear watered the soil of your destiny. So breathe deep. Step forward. You're not standing on the edge of disaster, but destiny. The preparation is complete. The appointed time is now. I am making everything new, and you will see it with your own eyes. I have walked with you through the silent seasons, the long nights where answers seemed a world away. I have not been distant in your struggle. I have been closer than your breath, whispering truth into the spaces fear tried to occupy. You have not disappointed me. You have not failed me. You're not a burden to my heart. You're the delight of my affection. I did not choose you because you were perfect, and I will not forsake you because you feel broken. My love is not fragile, nor is it conditional. It was never based on your performance, and it will not falter based on your feelings. You are mine not by accident, but by design. You are mine, not temporarily, but eternally. Even in the moments you questioned your own worth, I affirmed it with my unchanging voice. Even when you saw only weakness, I saw the seeds of greatness I planted in you before time began. Even when you wanted to retreat, I called you forward. Because I know who you truly are, the you that you have barely dared to believe exists. You are not the sum of your failures. You are not defined by your worst days. You are not trapped by the opinions of others or the labels of your past. You are my beloved child, called by name, equipped with everything necessary to fulfill the destiny I have spoken over you. I am inviting you deeper, not because you have earned your place, but because you have always belonged. I am calling you into places of greater trust, not to test your strength, but to reveal my strength within you. I am leading you into spaces where you will no longer have to strive for what I have already given freely. You were never meant to labor for acceptance. You were created to live from the place of being fully loved, fully chosen, fully known. The invitation I extend is not one of performance, but of presence. I am not demanding more effort. I am offering more intimacy. I am not seeking your perfection. I am drawing you closer to my heart, where all striving ceases and true transformation begins. Trust my voice in this season. Trust the stirring you feel even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust the doors I close as much as the ones I open. Trust that I know how to complete what I have started in you. Trust that I am better at being God than you are at being in control. Your role is not to understand every step, but to trust the one who orders each one. Your role is not to predict the outcome, but to remain faithful in the process. I am building in you a resilience that is not rooted in human willpower, but in divine surrender. I am cultivating in you a strength that the world cannot explain because it is born not from striving, but from resting in who I am. I am not ashamed of your weakness. I am not intimidated by your questions. I'm not moved away from you by your confusion. I move closer still because I'm a father who runs toward his children, not away. I'm a redeemer who loves to bring life from what seem beyond repair. I'm the author who has not finished writing your story. And today, I'm speaking softly but surely to your heart. Come closer. Don't let fear keep you at a distance. Don't let shame build walls that were never meant to exist between us. I am here. I have always been here, and I'm not going anywhere. The journey ahead will not be marked by striving, but by resting in my promises. It will not be defined by anxiety, but by trust. It will not be filled with frantic motion, but with steady steps, led by my Spirit. I'm the shepherd who knows how to lead you through the valleys and into the mountaintops. I'm the comforter who sits with you in the dark until the dawn breaks. I'm the Father who rejoices over you with singing, even when you cannot hear the melody. Yet you are my joy. You are my beloved, and my plans for you are not fragile, uncertain, or at risk. They are as steady and sure as the one who spoke the stars into existence and calls them by name. Come closer. Trust my heart. Even when you do not understand my hand, trust that I am good. Even when the path feels unclear, trust that I am with you. For I have promised never to leave you nor forsake you. Rest, beloved. Rest in the certainty of my love. Rest in the assurance that I am making everything new, not just around you, but within you, where it matters most. You have wondered why I allowed the pain. You have searched for reasons, trying to fit the pieces together in a way that would make sense, hoping to find comfort in explanations. But beloved, understand this. The pain was not the punishment. It was the preparation. I have never delighted in your suffering, but I have allowed it to shape you in ways that comfort never could. Pain has a way of stripping away the illusions you once leaned on, exposing the foundations that were never strong enough to hold your destiny. It reveals where your trust was placed in things, in people, and outcomes, and invites you to build upon the rock that will never be shaken. Even my own son, when he walked the earth, was perfected through suffering, not because he lacked anything, but because suffering produced a depth, a compassion, an authority that could not come through any other way. You are following in his footsteps, not just in glory, but also in endurance. You are learning to carry the weight of my presence without collapsing under it. You are being prepared to steward promises that demand a character forged in the fires of trial. There were wounds that you received not because I was absent, but because I was present, holding you even as the breaking came. There were betrayals that I allowed not to destroy you, but to teach you discernment, to teach you how to hear my voice above the clamor of man's approval. There were delays that I orchestrated not to frustrate you, but to mature you, to teach you that timing in my kingdom is not dictated by urgency, but by readiness. Every tear you shed watered the seeds of your future. Every battle you fought carved deeper wells for my spirit to fill. Every night you spent wrestling with questions built altars where my glory would one day descend. You have seen pain as something to survive, but I see it as the soil where your destiny has been planted. Without the breaking of the seed, there can be no growth. Without the crushing of the olive, there can be no oil. Without the pressing of the grapes, there can be no wine. In the hidden places where no one else saw, I was shaping you into a vessel that could carry more than blessing, a vessel that could carry glory. I was enlarging your capacity for joy, resilience, hope, and faith. You thought you were losing, but you were gaining treasures that cannot be stolen by time, circumstance, or enemy hands. Do not curse the seasons of pain. Do not despise the roads that led through valleys of shadow. For it is there in the low places that I revealed myself to you in ways the mountaintops could not. It is in the breaking that you learn my voice, my character, my heart. It is in the sorrow that you discovered a joy that is not dependent on circumstances. It is in the weakness that you encountered a strength that is not your own. I have been with you in every step, not as a distant observer, but as an intimate guide, a faithful father, a wounded healer who knows every contour of human grief and who walks through it with you, never leaving your side. The story of your life is not a story of defeat, but of overcoming. It is not a story of abandonment, but of deeper adoption. You are not marked by your scars. You are marked by my love. The wounds you carry are not signs of failure, but of battles survived with honor. They are the proof that you stayed when it would have been easier to run, that you believed when it would have been easier to quit, that you trusted when it would have been easier to turn away. And now those very places where you bled will become the places where others find healing. The anointing that is resting upon you is not cheap. It has been bought through the currency of perseverance and faith. I am redeeming it all. Nothing you endured was wasted. Nothing you survived will be forgotten. Beloved, if these words touched your heart today, know this: you are not alone. God is closer than you think, working in the silence, moving in the unseen, and redeeming every part of your story for glory. If this message reminded you of His love, His purpose, and His presence, take a moment right now. Breathe deep and rest in His promises. Let this not just be a word you heard, but a truth you carry. Revisit it. Meditate on it. Share it with someone who needs hope today. Comment below if this spoke to you. Let us know how we can pray for you. Your testimony may be the encouragement someone else is waiting for. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to God Bless Greetings, and turn on the bell so you never miss a word of encouragement straight from a Father's heart. Until next time, may peace flood your soul. May His presence walk with you. And may you always remember, you are deeply loved, eternally chosen, and never forsaken. God bless you.